Welcome. Hi, I'm Erlinda Patterson, and this is Essence Table Talk, your television program. Thank you for letting us come into your home today. We are so happy to be here. Thank you. To my left is an amazing lady, Anitra Applewhite. And I want to share with you something exciting. Anitra is our new host.
Yes.
Thank
yes,
you.
yes. You're
Kimberly is not here today, but we'll be here next month in addition to Anitra, okay? So we're going to have a lot of fun with our wonderful host, okay? But today, Anitra, do you have anything you want to share right quick?
Well, yes, I do. My name is Anitra Applewhite, as you mentioned. I am a mental health specialist and advocate for those who are underserved in the community.
Okay.
My mission is to have those that have a voice that needs to be heard and to be able to provide for themselves. So that is my mission and that is my goal.
Oh, wonderful,
Yes.
wonderful. Now, I understand you're working at a church as well.
Yes, I am. I'm working at Greater Faith Grace Bible Church, and I am the leader of the student ministry.
Oh, wonderful. They
Yes.
should be excited to have you.
Yes, I'm very excited to have them.
Oh, good,
Yes.
good, good. So, you know, today, Anitra, we have some wonderful people.
Yes.
We have amazing people who are out there in the streets,
Yes.
shaking the bushes, in the parks, doing the work that needs to be done.
Yes.
With us today, first of all, we have Guadalupe Fuentes. Hi, Guadalupe.
Hi.
Can I call you Lupe?
Oh, yes, of course.
Oh, okay. And you are with Restoring to Hope.
Restoring hope.
Restoring Hope. Restoring Hope. Thank you.
Yes.
And that's a nonprofit
It is a
organization.
nonprofit organization, yes.
That's
correct.
wonderful. That's wonderful. I'm glad that you're here. I
Thank
want to
you.
hear
Thank
a
you
little
for
more
inviting
about
us.
it in a minute, but
Oh,
I'm
yes.
going to go next to our next person right here, a wonderful man that I've met in the parks where there's hundreds of people working to get in line to get goodies, necessary things that they need. Darius Harris.
Hello.
Hello. Never stop grinding.
Yes, NSG Impact. How's it going, everybody? Well, I'm happy to be here with you all. I am Darius Harris, the CEO and founder of Never Stop Grinding Impact. Our purpose is to provide love, empathy, and resources to at-promise youth and adults that are suffering from emotional trauma. We are based here in the city of Rialto. I am a Rialto Hall of Fame inductee, so I definitely want to bring great services to the city of Rialto. And I'm happy to be here to be able to talk about it with you wonderful ladies.
Oh, thank you. Oh, I love that with you wonderful ladies. This is a man with a plan, right?
Yes.
Thank you, Darius.
Yes,
I have
thank
seen
you.
Darius in many activities. I have seen you in many health fairs and parks, and actually for the city of Rialto put a big event, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Over by the skating rink, was it, or where was that at?
I do events all around Rialto all the time. We do monthly food and diaper distributions. I'm at the schools every day. I'm always in Rialto giving back in some type of capacity.
Wonderful, wonderful. That's great. And tell me your goal. It sounds.
Yes, no, you know what, there's just so much. Honestly, ours is a little different. We go out into the streets, into the deep, whether it's under tunnels or under the freeways. And it's to help. I know that there's already a lot of resources that exist, nonprofits, organizations, churches that are doing the work and housing. And so for us, it's important to go deep into places and look for those that can't fend for themselves, for those that are experiencing homelessness, for those that are experiencing mental illness, and sometimes they can't function. They're stuck in a place, or sometimes they're too isolated in the area where they're at. So then, now 4 times out of the week, we're out in the streets, and then we make the phone calls, we make the connections. We assess the person, and for us, it's just really trying to work together and get people where they need to go to find the resources and the help that they need in every area. Whether it be an elderly person, person experiencing homelessness, mental illness, children, all of it.
Are there children out there?
There is children. There is children that are experiencing homelessness with their parents. During the Christmas, we do what's called a Hope Tree for little children, and so we get a list, a special separate list, and those are already children that are confirmed to be experiencing homelessness with their parents, and so we find sponsors for those children, so that they can bless them. Yes.
May I ask, do you get any referrals from the school? If the school suspects that the children are homeless, or does the school
Yes,
have
we do.
access to that information?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. And then we try the best, speaking to the parents to see where they're at. A lot of times parents are fearful that the children are going to be taken away or something.
So it's a totally different group of individuals that Darius helps.
Yes.
You're helping families, or
No. I help those individuals too.
Oh, okay.
I have people that are experiencing homelessness that come in our monthly food distributions. I actually do a food distribution at the Powell Center in San Bernardino, where the homeless walk there. I do that twice a month. And then I have a monthly food distribution that we do in Rialto, where we have, sometimes you have 3 or 4 families in a car. Like, I don't know where they came from, but they packed up. So yeah, we service everyone. We don't just target like anybody that needs help. That's what we service.
We need to exchange information.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so you collaborate with other groups as well, or is it just primarily your group?
No. I definitely. It's all about collab. You can't say community without unity.
Yes.
So one of our biggest sponsors and who's been supporting us since day one, who helped me stop coming out of my own pocket, like personal finance, is IEHP. Shout out to IEHP. They're probably our biggest partner. And then we have Community Action. They help us with diapers. I know it's a lot of other orgs that help, not in as high of a capacity that I'm probably forgetting, but I want to shout them out too. Just let them know we appreciate all the volunteers, everybody. But IEHP and Community Action is who really make things happen. Like, we're able to give away 30,000 pounds of food a month because of IEHP. We're able to give out over 20,000 diapers. Now they just doubled it because we always give all the diapers away. So this month, and we love for, if you guys want to come out and check it out, we always need a helping hand. Sometimes it's crazy out there. But this month, because we're the only organization that's able to get that much diapers out, they doubled it for us. So now we're going to give away 40,000 diapers. So we're going to see if we're able to give all those out. Because we always at the end, man, diapers are really a need. I didn't know how much of a necessity it is. But to see how people come out for them, and then the bonus is they get to get some food out too, some produce from the house.
Absolutely.
Sometimes we might have milk out. So yes, we service everybody though. Somebody homeless comes up and they need some food, we're going to give it to them. We're really here for the community and just to make sure the people have some type of resource. And if we don't have the resource, we try to figure out what direction we can point it in to make sure they can get the resource.
Yes.
Because that's a part of our purpose. If you remember in the beginning when I said our purpose is to provide love, empathy, and resources. So we could provide the empathy on our own, but the resources are going to be somebody else that can help beyond what we can do. We also do free dental and vision clinics where the homelessness can come to that too. And we're here to help everybody. Like, we don't discriminate against anybody. Anybody that need help.
When you say vision and dental, what exactly is that?
So each year, how did I forget? Supervisor Joe Baca, that's a great partner of ours too.
Is that Joe Baca Jr.?
Joe Baca Jr. Shout out to Joe. Each year we do a free dental and vision event in the city of Rialto. This year we're going to do it a little differently. So this year we're going to have it where it's walk up. Normally we do it where we call the patients and they schedule. But our partners want to do a walk up this year, so it's going to be first come, first serve. So once that is official, I'm going to announce that on our Instagram and Facebook, and we'd love to get some of the homeless out there and help wherever we could help. They probably really need it.
Yes.
I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do. So a lot of these people that are behind stores, buildings, shacking up. I mean, I've seen. I went down Valley Boulevard one day and I saw tents. Just like blankets made into tents. And it was so sad because it was a long strip of homeless people that you could tell. And those are the people that come also to these events that you put together.
Absolutely. I don't know how they find out, but they get there.
Yeah,
I'm happy
well,
they do.
I think they
Yes,
tell each
definitely.
other. They
Yes.
spread the word.
Well,
It's
we
a whole
ju-
other community.
we only promote it on the internet. She's out there. Maybe like you said, I connect with her. I can give her some flyers. She can go take to them. But I don't know how it's getting to them. But I'm just happy that it is. Maybe it's
Yeah.
people. Maybe it's organizations like her seeing it on the internet, taking the resource out there. I don't know, because we personally never went out in the field. One day I planned on doing it, and like interacted with the homeless to let them know, hey, we got these events coming up. But they find out.
Yes.
So I guess everybody's working together. Don't even know
There
they're
you
working
go.
together.
Yes.
Well, we have a lot of these
Yes.
free telephones, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So I think they call each other or they inform each other.
A lot of times they call 211, and if it's information on the 211,
Now I don't know if we're
whether
on
it's a
211.
website.
Possibly we could be. I don't know.
If you're not, you should be.
Absolutely.
you should be.
Yes,
Absolutely, because that monthly food distribution, we have enough food to feed everybody. A lot of times I have food left over and I have to take it to like pig farms and stuff like that
Oh, no.
because it's produce. So it has to get going. So
Yeah.
we
Well,
get 30,000 pounds every month. So I want to get the word out there as much as possible. That way,
I get
people are
calls
fed.
on a daily basis about food banks, especially here in this area, Fontana, Rialto, Bloomington.
Yeah, that's good.
That's
That's
good.
awesome. That's spectacular. That,
yes.
well, I want to say our government, our supervisors, our leaders, our politicians are involved in this. But they have to be
Yes.
because we, the people, demand that, right?
Yes,
Yes.
definitely.
And do you find being out there under the bridges? How do they live under a bridge? I mean, what does it look like?
Well, it's different for everyone. Right now, the biggest thing is trying to keep warm during this season, trying to keep dry, right? A lot of times, if you don't have a tent, then you try and find whatever it may be, cardboard. We see that to use the restrooms are not accessible to everyone, and then a lot of restaurants won't allow you to. So you'll see buckets, 5-gallon buckets. They put bags in them to use them in the restroom. You know what I mean? There's all kinds of things. You also
I
have.
actually heard that they dug a hole into the dirt in the wall of the bridge. Is that true? Like a cave?
So there are folks that we go and visit, and they do, especially up in the hills, where they'll dig into the ground, and it's dangerous, especially during the rain. And they do dig because that way they can hide, and so they're not kicked out so often. And also it protects them from the weather, right? So they think unless it's raining.
Okay.
Yes, I have had a few people like that. Yes.
So you actually make referrals when you find someone that you feel needs help?
No, we never did.
You don't
we
make
we
the
never been
referrals.
referral based or anything. We always just promote and just try to get people out. We never. You don't have to be referred or anything like that. It's just first come, first serve.
First come, first serve.
Supplies last.
Okay. So we need to open the door and invite more people
Absolutely.
in to let them be aware of the fact that you're providing this
Absolutely.
service.
I definitely want, and even more single moms, even single dads. There's single dads out there too.
Oh, yes.
That can benefit from these diapers. You know?
Oh, yes.
And especially since we're doubling up this month, I want to see how many of these we can give out. Because
Yeah.
if not, I got to take them back to my storage.
Yeah, yeah. $24 a little box of
Yes,
diapers.
very
So each
expensive,
kid
yes.
gets 100 diapers.
Really?
Each kid gets 100 diapers.
Yes.
Wow, wow, wow. It is, and they have to decide whether they buy diapers or do they eat.
Well, they get both if they come to.
I
our
mean,
food
but
district.
before they come to you,
Exactly.
before they come to you, they have to make that choice.
Yes, yes.
So the kid might be sitting in that wet diaper for a little longer and grab some kind of infection and
Absolutely.
red bottom, you know?
Exactly.
That's true, that's true. Now, you make referrals in your particular arena when you go out and you see people.
So we don't write referrals, but let's say we reach out to 211 or we reach out to let's see, Community Action Partnership or let's say Keys Foundation, places like that. They write referrals or the TAD office, right? The welfare
Okay,
office, known
okay.
as the welfare office. They do that.
Yeah.
For ourselves, just as much as we can, we inform ourselves of who's out there, who's available. For anyone who's doing the ministry, doing outreach, we provide hygiene bags. We make them ourselves.
What is a hygiene bag?
Hygiene bags is basically for anyone who's experiencing homelessness. The most difficult thing is to decide: am I going to use these $5 to eat, or am I going to use them to keep clean? And so you see a lot of our community who's experiencing homelessness smell, right? And it's not because they want to.
Yeah.
It's because they have to make that choice. Do I eat or do I keep clean? And so we provide hygiene bags at no cost to them, at no cost to anyone who has their ministry, and they say, you need some. I want to go support. I want to go help out. And then, we provide them for anyone. They make them available. It has a shampoo, toothpaste, deodorant, washcloth,
They even
soap
have
and
women's
things.
hygiene
We do
products,
have women's,
right?
yes, And during this weather, we have them with the ponchos and anything that we can use that will equip them, and with the meal, so they can at least have it for a day or two. Canned soups, meal bars, that sort of thing, and water. And we try and supply the campsites with water as much as we can.
Have you ever heard of an organization called SWAG?
Yes.
Do you ever send any? You guys ever work together?
We have
okay.
sent, yes, and we've actually met out in the campsites.
Nice, because I know they go out and they get the people off the streets. They try to
Yes,
get
they
them to a
have the
hotel.
housing. Yes.
I was about to say that'd be somebody good for you to collaborate with, but you already know.
Yes, yes.
Okay, may I ask if any of your organizations are affiliated with Department of Department of Behavioral Health?
I've done some work with Department of Behavioral Health. I worked they gave us free COVID tests, thousands of them, because at our events. It's literally some of our events is thousands of people out. So yeah, we were able to partner with them to give out COVID tests, and I'm trying to see what else did we partner with them on. I think we partnered with them on a backpack drive one year too.
Yes, they do have them.
Yeah, I've seen thousands of people at your events.
Yeah,
I've
a lot of
been
people
to-
come out. I don't know where they come from, but they come. But I'm just happy to be able to help people in such a high capacity,
Yeah.
And my organization is not old.
Yes.
My organization was founded because I got injured. I was a professional boxer. My retina got detached in. I was healing during the pandemic, and I needed something to keep me busy. And I always wanted to give back. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to start a nonprofit. Everybody said they're going to start a nonprofit.
And they don't.
And I really started one, and I really pursued it. I pursued it like how I pursued the sport of boxing. And what I learned from boxing is that if you give it the 3 Ds, dedication, determination, and discipline, that boxing instilled that into me. So I learned that I can put that in anything in life and be successful.
Right.
So that's how I'm able to maneuver and move the way I move in such a fast time, because I believe in what I'm doing, and I know all about the grind and what it takes to get there. And yes, we're blessed. So like we were talking about earlier, off the record, but I want to talk about it now. I started off doing everything out of pocket. I mean everything. Asking for people for money on Instagram, posting the flyer like, hey, let me get a donation. I was doing some volunteer work in San Bernardino. I had my forklift license at the time, so they needed somebody to drive the forklift, and I ended up connecting with somebody from IEHP there.
Yes.
And I told them I had my own nonprofit, and she told me like, oh, just let me know when you guys have an event going on. I want to support it. And she came out, she seen what I was doing, she loved it, and they've been like a family ever since.
Right, that's great.
And that's how it started off for me to get help with the events. And then I ended up meeting at the school that I did my first backpack drive at. Shout out to Mr. Vara. He works for Rialto Unified School District. He's the principal. I ended up connecting with him, and he let me do the backpack drive there, and he realized that I was a boxer. So Rialto USD did something. No, Rialto Nutrition is still through Rialto USD, and they wanted me to come out and work with the kids on some boxing. And he seen me working with them, and he fell in love with it. And I told him, like, hey, we have a whole program that goes with this. It's not just about boxing, it's about SEL too, which is social emotional learning.
Yes.
And it has competencies, and it teaches the kids to relationship skills, discipline, and things in that nature. And we incorporated it with the boxing, and it's been a hit ever since. Like, it started off with Mr. Vari gave me the opportunity, then other schools in Rialto wanted it. Now we're in San Bernardino. We got a school in Hesperia trying to get it. So it was like the domino effect, and
Great.
that's where the income came in
Yes.
from there. But other than that, the all the sponsorships and stuff are just for the events. But this, I'm able to have a staff. We have a staff, and I'm able to be one of those staff members.
Yes.
That's where I'm going at the here, and I'm able to pay
Yes.
myself like that.
Yes. Okay.
That's wonderful.
Yes,
That,
that is
that's a
wonderful.
great
I love
story.
that.
It's a great story.
Yes. Yes.
You see, one thing went bad, the eye issue, and then something went great.
Something went great. So sometimes I feel like certain things happen in life to set you up to put you in your purpose. You know what I'm saying? Like at first I thought my purpose was to be a world champion. Like that was my dream. Like I trained day in and day out. My last fight I was main event downtown LA. I knew I was injured because I knew something was going on in my eye, but I'm like, I'm gonna wait till after the fight because the doctor might pull me out.
Yeah.
Main event downtown LA, all my family there. I sold out the place. It was great. And the next day I had to go into emergency surgery. So something told me that day, like when I was fighting, I'm like, I don't know, something just telling me with this injury, I don't know, this might be it. So I better enjoy this moment.
Yeah.
But my goal was to be a boxing world champion. Now I'm the people's champion.
That's
So,
right.
I'm still a
That's right.
champion.
All
You know what I
right.
mean?
Yes.
I'm still a champion.
That's
I'm a champion in life, and you know, I realized that God's purpose for me was bigger than me.
Right.
That was my dream. This is God's plan. So
Yes.
once I was able to realize that and come to grips with it, I'm at peace with not being able to box. Now I'm able to teach the kids how to box, and now I can learn from my mistakes to make sure that they don't get the same type of injury I have. Because had I been more careful and went to the doctor more instead of trying to be tough guy, because boxing is really not a tough guy sport. People think it is. It's a thinking man's sport. Tough guys get hurt in boxing. So now I'm able to teach the kids how to be smart and how to think, you know, how to relax under pressure, how to make sure you're taking care of your body. And everything that they learn from me, they can transition to anything in life and be successful.
Right. Yeah, I have a cousin who was a champ boxing, Paul
Nice.
Bank. Yeah, he was a champ. And I have a couple of friends that are in the boxing world,
Nice.
George Rodriguez and a couple of them.
I
Now,
know Big Joe.
Yeah,
He's from Pomona?
George,
Is he from Pomona?
up in LA.
He might have used to be from LA. Is he
Yeah,
a big
might-
guy?
Yeah.
Joe Rod, that's what he called himself.
Oh, okay.
Did you win the Golden Gloves back in the day? He's always
Uh,
bragging about you winning the gloves. Like,
Yeah.
but he called himself Big Joe.
Anyway, there's
It got to be the same one.
It's got to be the same one. Yeah. Anyway, they're good friends of my cousin Paul Bank. Anyway, that's a wonderful story. But now let's go. We only have a couple minutes, but I do want to hear about why you started this group.
You know, to be honest, I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't.
Okay.
I
Well, why did you get in this group? I don't want to
I-
hear who started. I want to hear about you and why
What's
you
your
started.
why?
my why.
Your why. That's
Personal. My why, and I say I didn't not because of me, but because what you said was really important, and God pushed me in this direction. The first time I experienced homelessness, I was 12 years old, and it wasn't by choice, and you go through so many things. So you see children, you don't even know why they're out in the streets a lot of times, and we're so quick to judge. And so that was the first time I experienced homelessness again in my early 20s. And by the third time I experienced homelessness with who is my husband now, I was like, I'm done.
Yes.
I'm done. Because a lot of times it's nothing that you do and you don't realize what it is that is holding you back into the streets. And so spiritually speaking, I know that it's spiritual strongholds. Physically speaking, you know, the need. You don't have what you need at the moment, or you don't know who can help you and guide you. And so, so the Lord just started placing a calling in my heart to go and fill a need. And it started with paying a neighbor's light bill and taking groceries to that neighbor. And it was just from one thing to another, and the kids don't have a Christmas, and here and there, and then it was back. And I believe that I had to be spiritually strengthened to go back into the streets because you're going into a dark area.
Yes, you are.
And so to me, personally, and that's why I said, like, even the nonprofit area, I didn't know anything about it. I didn't even finish school. So then to see the paperwork, I mean, even that was a blessing because the attorney that God placed in our path was a non-believer and did the nonprofit paperwork.
Nice.
So that was a blessing. It's like one thing
It's
after
a
another.
lot
A
of
lot
paperwork.
see, none of that, not a penny from our pocket, praise God. And so it's just been God connecting us to everyone. Just focus on, okay, you tell me to go here, okay, I go there. You tell me to go with this person, okay, let's see how we can help you, if we can. Everything through prayer and everything that we do. And God has connected us. Even we're part of a coalition by the name of King's Warriors. And so we do a lot of the community events, also providing for communities anywhere where it's needed. We'll go and pop up and set up.
What's the name of that?
King's Warriors.
I need to collaborate you guys and figure out how to get some extra volunteers. We be out there working.
Oh, you know what? And we do. We help each other
They're a
out.
great group.
And we don't have a limit to where we go and we service.
Yeah, they're great
yes.
guys.
And
Darius.
there's everything because we all come together and we all provide different services.
Nice.
And so, like you were saying, like the whole dental, the vision, also ID vouchers, birth certificate waivers.
Yes.
If there's someone with clothing, there's someone with prayer.
And-
There's everything, and we all come together to do.
It sounds to me like this group, our guests today, have to collaborate with each other. So
sounds
before
like
they
it.
leave the
Yes,
studio today,
yes,
we need to
definitely.
pass out numbers to each other
Yes,
here,
yes.
right? Right? You know, I like what you said about ID cards and all that
Yes.
good stuff, you know, and how we need to find a way to get more contributions, more donations.
Absolutely.
Yes.
At the end of this program, we want to make sure that we place your numbers, your contacts, so that if people want to reach out to you and make a contribution, you know, a tax write-off for next year, you know,
Absolutely.
Yes,
that they
yes.
can help you, you know, so that you can help more people, whether they're homeless or families that are underserved, who need that warm blanket,
Yes.
that hygiene kit,
Can I
the
say
diapers.
something?
Yes.
Not everyone that is out in the street experiencing homelessness is bad.
No,
a bad
no,
person.
no.
They are. There's a lot of folks that, as we were talking earlier, off camera, there's a lot of people who are dealing with mental illness. But a lot of the times, it's malnourishment. A lot of times, it's severe dehydration. It'll make you hallucinate.
Absolutely.
It'll make you, not be able to control yourself, and because you're being starved, you're hungry.
That's very true.
You're
Because
going
when
to-
I was boxing and cutting weight, people that didn't do it properly, they get down to those last pounds and they go crazy. I'm like, are you okay? Like
Yes.
literally,
Yeah.
I've seen
Yeah.
it. So
So we have a lot of issues that have been touched here today. You know, there's a lot of things that happen to us, the people.
Yes.
And it's wonderful to have powerful leaders like yourselves.
Yes, it is.
Darius, thank you.
Thank you,
I
thank
know
you.
that you're still a champion.
Yes.
You
definitely.
still are.
Yes.
And to me, you'll always be a champion.
appreciate that.
And Guadalupe, working with you, that I have, what work I have done, I really am grateful for you, for the person that you are, the leader that you are.
Yes.
You definitely are a gift from God.
Yes.
Okay.
Praise God.
And
Thank
Anitra.
Yes.
Wow,
Yes.
it's so good to work with you today.
It's a pleasure to be
I
here.
had so much fun. Didn't you?
And I just want to say to you too, thank you both for what you do and for your sense of resiliency. That's so very important.
Thank you, thank you,
That's
thank
so
you.
very important. And I'm glad to have met you both today.
Thank you, likewise.
Right, all right. Until next time. Until next time, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us today. Essence Table Talk has been in your house today, sharing with you some powerful information. Remember, there's a website, there's numbers you can call if you want to be part of helping someone somewhere. I'm Erlinda. Until next time, we'll see you then. Thank you.